Hi everyone, today I'm going to talk to you about the 3 most common presentational mistakes made by leaders and by speakers and how to fix them. Mistake number 1, you focus too much on visuals. I can't tell you the number of times I've coached someone through their presentational process only to find out that they have started with their PowerPoint or with Canva or with whatever presentational software that they have. This is a form of hiding because presentational software is controlling the environment. And naturally, public speaking environments are not controllable. But we think if we have flashy slides and cool transitions and an animated paperclip telling us what to do, then it'll distract our audience or entertain our audience or inform our audience instead of listening to what we have to say. And here's a bonus to this lesson. Stop using slides during virtual presentations. This is just simply a mechanical piece of advice. When you share your screen, you go from full screen to an itty bitty square. This gives the audience the illusion that they're watching a television show or listening to a podcast, and therefore their engagement is going to plummet. So here's how to fix it. First, start with basic questions as to what you hope to achieve in your presentation. These are simple questions, but they're not easy. Number 1, what do you want your audience to think? Number 2, what do you want your audience to feel? Number 3, what do you want your audience to do? And in terms of Zoom, yes, go ahead and create a presentation, but drop it in the chat or email the participants ahead of time and let them know that they can follow along, but that you would rather their focus be on you. The second presentational mistake is that there is no narrative. In other words, it's just a series of facts and there's no storyline attached to it. This is where I get a little bit of pushback. Hey, Eric, what about the fact that my presentation is just facts? It's numbers, it's data. Well, thank you, random YouTube user. Let me explain. All data tells a story. All information tells a story, and our brains are absolutely wired for story. In the absence of a story, our brains, your audience's brains, will create one. And if you're only listing facts, the story they're going to tell themselves is, this presenter is boring and my brain is going somewhere else. Here's how to fix it. It's a simple phrase. It kind of reminds me of the time, or it's a lot like, and then whatever it is a lot like or whatever it reminds you of. This doesn't necessarily need to be topical to your content. It can simply be a personal story or a narrative from news, from culture, from literature. What is this information teaching us? The reason why this is so important is because we remember in experiences, not in facts and data. Third, last and not least, is that the call to action is either too much or too little. Every powerful presentation needs to have a call to action, but I have seen leaders literally deliver a 22-page handbook as their call to action. When we are overwhelmed by what the speaker is asking us to do, we are really likely to forget it. Or if there is no specific call to action, then we're just kind of left with information and nothing to do with it. Here's how you fix it. It's a little bit of an outdated adage, but it still applies. Use the mantra, 2 clicks and a print. Now, I know we don't often print things anymore because of the environment and because of technology, but just go with me here. Your call to action shouldn't take more than a click, a print. Now I've got it and I'm done. This is great because it gives your audience a sense of accomplishment. They are able to take your content and directly take action in it, even if that action is very, very simplistic. When we as audience members feel success, and we have context as to how to apply the material that you are giving us into our personal and professional lives, that is when we're going to come back to you as a leader for more direction, more inspiration, more content, and more time. And here's my 2 clicks and a print. Hit subscribe, drop in the comments what you think of this video, and make sure that you come back for all content related to confidence, communication, and storytelling. Until next time, don't forget to come off mute and speak up your story.